what a Spartan's day would be like, which you can listen to before going to bed at night. Enjoy listening. In the quiet lands of Sparta, where mountains stood like ancient guardians, the first light of dawn began to gently touch the horizon. Young warrior Lysandros opened his eyes slowly, waking not to battle cries, but to the soft rustle of the morning breeze weaving through stone houses. The distant chirping of birds blended with the subtle hum of the wind, creating a peaceful melody that eased him into the new day. He pushed aside the thin wool blanket and took a deep breath. Even in a land shaped by discipline and strength, the early morning offered a rare softness. Lysandros stood and walked toward the small clay jar in the courtyard. He splashed cold water onto his face, feeling sleep fade from his mind with each refreshing drop. In Sparta, a warrior's day began with discipline. But today, something in the air felt unusually calm, as if the world itself were breathing more slowly. After a brief preparation, he made his way toward the training grounds. The soil beneath his sandals was damp with morning dew, not yet warmed by the rising sun. From a distance, the rhythmic calls of instructors echoed across the open field. Lysandros paused for a moment at the edge of the grounds, took a deep breath, and joined the other young warriors. Training was intense as always. Lifting shields, striking with spears, long endurance runs across the dusty field. But this morning, Lysandros felt a quiet clarity within him. With each movement, his mind seemed to settle, as though the rhythm of training brushed away unnecessary thoughts. His breath fell into a calm pattern, and even the harsh commands of the instructors sounded distant, softened by the peacefulness he carried inside. During a short break, he sat on the ground and watched his own shadow stretch under the growing sun. Clouds drifted slowly across the sky. One of his companions nudged him with a playful shoulder bump. "You're lost in thought again," the friend said with a grin. Lysandros smiled back. "Maybe I just needed a moment of silence." His friend nodded knowingly. Even in Sparta, where strength was prized above all, every warrior sometimes longed for quiet. Later in the day, Lysandros went on patrol near the edges of the city. The wind poured down from the mountains, carrying the scent of fresh earth and wild herbs. Ash walked. He paused occasionally just to listen, not for enemies, but for the gentle sounds of nature. The faint rustle of leaves, the soft trickle of a distant stream. These sounds soothed him more than he expected. When his duty was done, he returned to Sparta. The golden light of late afternoon washed over the stone walls, giving the whole city a warm glow. At home, his mother had set out a simple meal: olives, bread, and warm soup. The aroma alone eased fetteredness from his body. They ate quietly together. Words were unnecessary. The silence between them carried comfort deeper than conversation. As the sun dipped below the mountains, painting the sky in shades of orange, purple, and soft pink, Lysandros climbed the small hill behind their house. From there, all of Sparta lay below him. The distant Taygetos mountains stood dark and calm against the twilight sky. He sat down, letting the cool evening air brush gently against his skin. The world seemed to slow with every passing moment. The warmth of the day faded, replaced by the soft embrace of night. He lay back on the grass, hands folded behind his head, watching the first stars emerge one by one. Here, atop the hill, he was no longer a warrior training for battle. He was simply Lysandros, a young man breathing in the quiet rhythm of the night. His thoughts softened, drifting like the clouds overhead. A faint owl call echoed from the distant woods. The stone streets of Sparta settled into silence. Even the wind grew gentle, as if urging him toward rest. His eyelids grew heavy. The sky above shimmered with starlight, each point of light pulsing softly like a heartbeat. Lysandros took a slow breath, feeling his chest rise and fall with a peaceful cadence. Tomorrow will come with new strength, he thought faintly. But for now, only silence. And with that final whisper of thought, the young Spartan slipped into deep, quiet sleep, embraced by the calm of the night.